Hi there, my name is Dan.
And I'm Suzie, and
Together we're a Duzie, and I have accomplished a goal. I have No-shave-ember, so you can see hopefully the whole thing here.
Yeah.
I have hair. I set a goal to not shave for all of November, and it drove me crazy.
I think honestly it drove me crazy too, but good job, Dan. He did it.
But I accomplished a goal, and I think sometimes in life we're afraid of even setting a goal because we think, well, I'll fail anyway, so we don't set the goal.
Or I just won't make it, or I won't be perfect, or there's too many obstacles, or what if I don't? But even if you do or you don't, goals are really important because they get us in a direction forward.
So as we celebrate this goal of No-shave-ember, it's now December 2nd, here is the razor. As we shave this off and make me very, very happy, I have a new goal of having no hair. We're going to talk a little bit about goals.
Tell me, where shall I start?
Let's start on the top.
Okay, here we go. Tell us about goals.
So
Ooh, it's coming easy.
I think that we have come to a place in society that we really don't set goals. I mean, we're moving towards New Year's Eve. And when I was younger, everyone would set a resolution, and some people would accomplish
Eve or the
it.
1st of January.
Right, you'd set a New Year's resolution, but now it's almost like if you talk about it, everyone's like, oh no, don't do that, you won't accomplish it. And I think the problem is not resolutions or desires to move forward. The problem is we don't know how to set goals well. For instance, my goal was all of November, I'm not going to shave.
So when we're thinking about goals, it's important to have SMART goals. And the SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, SMA, realistic, and timed. So let's just think about your No-shave-ember goal. Was it specific?
It was very specific. I was not going to shave. I would know, did I do it or didn't do it? Did I do it? Yes, very specific.
The next one is measurable.
Was it measurable? Well, it was almost long enough to measure for sure. But yes, you could measure
It's really
it.
long.
It was for the month of November. November is measurable. So it isn't just forever or I want to do this. It was measurable.
And also it was measurable in that you weren't going to shave. So you know, like, did it happen or not?
Right.
Did you shave in November?
I did not.
Okay, so measurable. SMA is attainable.
Is it attainable? Well, of course, I did it. But there were days where
But
it was...
even when you were setting the goal, was it something that you could do?
Well, I knew my boys had talked to me for years about doing this, and they had done it. Other people I knew who did it. So, yeah, if I didn't put the razor to my hand, it would be attainable.
And then the next one is realistic. Is it realistic? What were some of the areas you had to consider about realistic?
And the reason I didn't ever do it in the past was because we're speaking a lot. And I don't think I look really great with a beard and hair.
It's not my favorite either.
And so now it was realistic. I only had really one speaking engagement in November. And most of the time...
Especially like near the end when it gets wild and woolly like it is.
I don't want to have to explain all the time. Well, it's No-shave-ember, No-shave-ember. So, yes, I think it was the time for it. It was realistic. I could do it now.
Okay. And S, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timed.
It was definitely timed, and now it's timed. Oh, it's looking good. I can see it looking so much better. It was definitely timed. Yesterday we wanted to do it, but we were very busy on the first.
Timed, it was your goal. Like, we're not evaluating if it was smart done. When you were setting your goals, timed, it was for the period of November.
Right. And so we knew we could do it, and now it's December 2nd, and it's time to take it off.
Yay!
So those are SMART goals. What we're going to be doing throughout the month of December is we're getting ready to launch a course on December 29th.
The Fully Alive Revolution.
Oh yeah, that'll help you not set a resolution that you might not accomplish, but to look at some life goals, some things that will give you life to the full and succeed.
And and SMART goals. And we want to help you do that through our free course that we're going to launch, and help them be specific to you, not goals that Dan would have or I would have, but goals that are smart for you, that are the ones that will help you in particular become more fully alive, and intentional goals that you will focus on and keep as a part of your world.
So we're going to be taking off the hair. We're almost done. It's feeling good already. I'm feeling the wind sort of ripple along my
If I could just make
very
a side
high
comment.
forehead.
We haven't seen, we thought Dan was bald, right? Because he just kept it all nice and squeaky clean tight most of the time. And I was amazed at how much hair he actually had around the edges and how little he actually had up on top.
Some of the new experiences I had during these 31 days of not shaving was shampoo. I have not used shampoo in over 22 years.
What about comb?
A comb. I actually comb. I combed my beard a couple times. I was amazed what this goal actually led us to.
We have to tell the comb story, the Christmas present comb story. Okay, I'm to your beard, so what do you want me to do before the comb story?
Maybe add one layer. Hold on. Please help me keep my ears.
Okay.
The comb story was a few Christmases ago. I was given a Christmas present, and
by my mother. I love my mother. She thinks of like very unique Christmas presents, but this one in particular is unforgettable.
well, all the boys in her family, she bought a special package for, which was like a grooming kit. But in it, there were several combs, and when I opened up the Christmas package, I began to look at comb after comb after comb, and Susie's mom was sitting there, and I just sort of looked up and go, well, what do I do with these? And it was such a funny moment because no one had really thought,
He was
well,
bald.
Dan
He was
doesn't need a
bald.
comb. But I actually, it's one of the only Christmas gifts probably that I'm still telling the story about. And I think I know where some of those combs are still because it was such an amazing story.
Something that was very funny about it is we brought the combs home, and there was a comb sitting there, and so we would pick it up. We would pick it up and say, I would say, "Is this your comb?" Not realizing, like, it's not my comb because I just use my fingers. I don't comb my hair either. So I said, "Is this your comb?" And then we'd look at each other and we would bust out laughing every single time. So now when we see a comb, we ask each other, "Is that your comb?" And it is just a wonderful memory. And, well, it's December, so you don't need a comb anymore, I guess.
That's right. So one of the things
How am I doing, by
towards
the way?
the end of this, you can just take everything off. Just go for it.
Am I doing okay?
Yeah, you're doing great.
So
one
he
of the-
usually does his own beard.
One of the things we'd love you to think about as you're moving towards the new year is some goals that you have for life.
It's hard to talk while we're going all here, huh?
Yeah, Jesus came that we'd have life and have life to the full. And I think many of us have chosen to live an existence that is not life to the full. And if your life was to the full, what would be some
Goals.
some goals, some measurable
Smart.
attributes of your life? And I would love you to spend some time, not New Year's Eve, but starting this month, looking at what are some of the life rhythms and practices and activities that would help you live life to the full.
I'm having a little struggle here. Okay, I think I got it. It got a little clogged with tiny hairs. There we go. We're back at it again. Yeah, so you don't have to be too stressed out about that because we're going to help you with those. But maybe you can think of some of the areas or even begin to dream again, what does fully alive look like for you? And what would you like your year to look like? Especially in the area of being fully alive and in different areas of your life. Think about some of the things that you know bring you life. And we can help you set goals towards that and also help you think of potentially areas that you haven't thought about. We really want to be on the journey to help you be fully alive. God made you in a particular way. Each of us are unique and individual, and we all have different ways that we could be fully alive, and we want to help explore, not put a pattern out that is the same for everyone, but help you in particular find what it's going to take for you to live life fully alive. I don't know exactly how to do this. This part is a little bit hard for me. I might need to just get the basics, and you're going to have to do this
and
later.
it's pulling a lot too. So my goal is to finish this cutting by myself. I know how to do the front of my face.
Yeah.
No problem.
Look at Dan. He's
But
looking good.
one of the thoughts, sorry this has taken 10 minutes, but we want last year to be the last year that you set goals that you didn't accomplish.
Right.
We want to help you live life to the full by laying down some life goals, life rhythms that you will succeed in, because this coming year, 2020, is the fully alive revolution, and we want you to be a part of that, living fully alive every day.
So keep watching this space. We're going to continue to get ready and help you think about that. But for now, what are the areas that you think would be important for you to live fully alive? And I think this shaving of the hair and getting back to the bald version of Dan, skinnier face, I appreciate this version of Dan so much more.
I have hair all over me, but I'm still loving life.
And seeing good days.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.